Right, we're back. We're playing a few runs of Evil today. Hopefully we win a few. So this first evolution is Candyland. So the first and last enemy of each wave has candy, except for the final boss. Pretty straightforward evolution, probably a tougher evolution. But the main thing to consider is that you don't need to be clearing the board since it'll just keep repopulating. We're playing on Blackboard, which is your rerolls damage you. Your rerolls cost health instead of rolls, but you heal 2 at every wave. Effectively, what this means is you get 2 rerolls per turn, and if you want to, you can actually um, not use any rerolls and heal 2 at the end of each turn. So it's pretty strong, but I think it's hard to play. I think the main idea of Blackboard is, unlike normally, you kind of want to use your rerolls early because you get you get 2 rerolls every turn. So you really kind of want to look and commit for economy tokens on Blackboard early on, and then use the healing to stabilize later on if you need. So none of these are economy tokens, none of these are economy tokens, and none of these are economy tokens. So Broomstick is probably just the best tempo token there, so we'll just take that instead. An important thing in Blackboard as well is just remember that you probably will be on 1 health a lot, so you just have to keep track of that. It's very easy to accidentally die on Blackboard. Fantastic economy token. Oh, that's a lot of spiders. Oh, it's a good thing we took this. And let's get a second factory as soon as we can and just build. We want to get to 4 factories as quick as possible so we don't need to be placing anymore. And we don't need to waste any more actions placing. I mean, yeah, bow's pretty good. We can reroll here, and maybe we will. Glove's a very good level 1 token. It can, it's strong enough to enable a like level 1 buffing build, which is probably one of like the hardest to disrupt builds in the game. I think I'll take it. It's not economy, but we've already got one good economy token, so we don't need to, I guess, look into it as hard. Especially this evolution, we kind of do have to play a little bit for tempo, just because we can't really go for just like big wave clears every couple turns since pretty much always this is going to be full. This is also a very good, a very strong level 1. So this is definitely stronger than the glove. The question is it worth um skip like worth kind of not getting anything on that 3 to kind of hard go into bike. I'd only go if there's crabs in this game, which there is. So yeah, I can definitely go the upgraded bikes on corner strategy. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have taken the damage there. I should place the bikes on corners. I think we've got more factors than we need right now. Fuel pump's not bad. It's very good economy power. And there is sports in this, which means we can do some fancy exhaust plays. This is also an economy power, but this is stronger since we have both city and sports in, so we can easily exhaust. Um, and wrestler's not bad either. I like fuel pump here. That's a way we can exhaust. Okay, so this is tricky. So we could kind of hard focus on this. Um, We've got decent tempo here, especially with Broomstick into our 3. We've got a great upgrade at level 1. Boxing Glove lets us kind of level up pretty hard. I think it's worth taking the risk, but this is kind of hard. I'm going to do it. Yeah. I think we'll definitely, once we get enough high tokens, we'll look at getting rid of this one as well, since it's going to make following, it's going to make actually building a strategy or keeping a strategy quite difficult. But fantastic for leveling up. Hmm. I was really hoping that that wouldn't go like that. The way we should be playing is to try to get some of these exhausted things off, so when that it just pops off, it's like, oh yeah, I should leave a slot near the 7 so that we're likely to get better level ups. Where's not a bad 7. This is a really good 6. Cricket, we've got a few appears. I think it's good. I think we can potentially kind of scam into a lot of cricket by essentially just, it's fine. And then this should get our cricket pretty high if this gets the trigger, which it does. Then we trigger this to get to 10 cricket. And then if we randomly find a really good appear, like diamond, for example, we can just kind of use it off like that. Yeah, just mm, so yeah, a lot of people obviously say that they find that when they get sports pack, they get a lot weaker. I think the main reason for that is I think the sports pack is probably the hardest to play. But as a result of that, I think I've also made it. I think the reason I made it like that is because the effects were just so powerful. And it was also fun to have like a challenging pack for people to kind of try to like kind of work their way out and how to make the optimal play. Speaking of, I actually don't know what the optimal play would be here, but I'm just going to keep leveling up my stuff. It's usually a good idea. Mm, I think we'll probably keep our 6 like this for a while because we're just doing so well. Like if we could find a key or something, that would be really strong. We're just never going to have enough space with all this shenaniganry to make Flamingo work. It's a pretty good level 8 to get early on there. Wave 7, get this. Then what do I do? And then just hard pineapple into 3s with cricket. Is that good enough? Maybe. No, I don't like any of this. I don't like any of this. Okay, we'll just go Flamingo for now. Uh, and then see what we can kind of... That was dumb. That was silly. It doesn't really matter. We've got so much high level stuff anyway. We do have to be careful though, because we are nearly dead. Let's, I guess, level up all our stuff. There's a pineapple. We might keep that on the board, unless we need to pop it early for whatever reason. Just because if we get something that duplicates Pineapples, that could be pretty good. It's good to note as well that a weightlifter. Oh, that's pretty good. Now I'm having a problem having too many eights, aren't I? Maybe I'll do something like this. This shouldn't kill the 8, I don't think. Good. Alright, I think we've got enough 8. So if we have the ability to change out 1, I think we should take it. That's not what we want because we've got enough value at this point. Do we ever want Fountain? Does it have us stabilize? Probably not. Bowers probably just it. Just go Bowers into... Oh, that's gonna die actually, so... We'll just go... Where's my Bowers? We'll just go Bowers into at least one of these bad boys. And then this should trigger quite a few times. Which it certainly does. Let's get a few of these. Let's get these off the board since... And we probably want to get a weightlifter soon. Ideally, by the time we get to 5, we'd want a weightlifter, so... Check these out. These create these level these up, these level those up, and then we can get ourselves another weightlifter. Bang on 5. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, TV's pretty good here, to be honest. But, you know, Flamingo's been actually doing quite well for me, so I might keep it. Trophy's great, but I think I actually, in this case, I think cricket's stronger for us than tennis. So I guess we'll just take a basket. If we ever need to do like some crazy strong pop or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna look at this. We do have city, which means we can potentially pivot into our satellites. But if we get satellites, we will really want to drop the exhaust. And if we drop the exhaust, well, the exhaust is actually our main way of leveling up. So it's a little tricky, actually. I think there's kind of a few traps here. Like it's a trap to just think that logically you now just get rid of your boxing glove and then go for a strong 8, which could be good for sure. But there's definitely a build here where we just keep getting we just like try to stay on 10 cricket throughout the whole game. And the best way to do that is the best way to do that would be to keep the exhaust train going. In which case, I'm going to get rid of all of this, and we're going to need something like this. There's nothing for this to do hit, but I think that is perfectly fine. This should clear those enemies anyway. I want a few more factories. Well, we definitely don't want to change our 6. Contract is just really hard to get to work here. Most of our stuff's exhausted. I think I'll just take the truck, even though it doesn't do a whole lot here. Plane. We actually got 3 8s on corners. But why do we want plane? We probably level up too much stuff from it. Ski is not bad. It's really hard to keep that skier from exhausting itself there. It's probably not a bad idea, but I might live to regret that. I really actually need something there. I might exhaust this. So now we can use our basket. Oh, damn, actually. So what we need to do now. So it's important that I destroyed that because I want to use my basket to for sure trigger this weightlifter. It won't trigger this because this is exhausted. And it had the bell there, which it could have triggered. So, okay, I said that it wouldn't trigger that, but turns out it does. Okay, well that might be a bug I need to fix. And then we can save converting that until when we need to. That's good. Let's open up this spot. Let's take a damage here. Alright, I need to have some kind of other way to buff this, to buff my bells, I think. Stadium's pretty good. If we get to stadium, with stadiums, we can probably then pivot out of our exhaust. So we want to be careful here. I want to make sure that I surround all of these stadiums. So this is also an important concept. If there's something in your build that can cook you in terms of, for example, in this case, if we end up getting the factories and they start placing these guys and they start exhausting our stadiums, it's really bad. So if you get an opportunity to, surrounding your key items like this so that they can't get affected is really important. So with 3 stadiums, I think we're probably just strong enough with our current build. As long as we can keep getting, we probably don't even really care that much about a skier anymore. I'd probably just rather another stadium. It's probably what I want to do here actually is get another stadium and get in a spot. Oh, I've actually just exposed myself. So, okay, I got really lucky because I got this broomstick here, which lets me block this. I think we should look to change our one now. I don't know how happy I am to go down to less than 2 health, so I'm going to skip here. Yeah, these are passives, right? Sometimes I forget how all these interactions work. So they're actually getting, oh yeah, so that's probably what's also helping us get to 10 on these. Only 1 on hockey, that's kind of unlucky. I mean, lucky for us, but like, what are the chances of that happening? We should probably clear some of these guys, so let's just do that. Something as simple as that. Oh, I really want to change my level 1, so. Alright. This is kind of where Blackboard really falls off towards the end game. The healing 2 is nice, but not being able to like accrue rerolls kind of does hurt if you need to pivot. Which I kind of do really need to get rid of this level 1. I don't really have anything next to anything useful. I don't even need any more stadiums, do I? I just opened that up. But honestly, 2 stadiums on the corner with truck is probably enough anyway. Damn. Damn. Alright, I'm just like scaling straight. Let's make some space. That's not good. I've opened up an area there. I don't want to create any level ones this turn, so let's do that so that no level one spawns that spot. Please give me a level one. Wave 13. We probably want to keep these for now. I'd rather the basket, I think, than this. This is a massive trap. We don't want everything to be level 7s and level 8s, obviously. Honestly, this will do. Helps me build without being so scared. I think at this point, we just say that I kept this around just in case we got a duplicator, but now that I'm thinking, oh yeah, we did have a couple of consumable, of course we had consumable packs in, but we didn't get a duplicator, so I think we might as well just cash it in at this point. I don't know why my game's running so slow. Again, I am just using my laptop, so sorry if this is a bit laggy. I'll see if I can close some tabs. I'd still rather a better one. Let's place this before it gets visited. And they are just coming in constantly, aren't they? Okay, we've got a little bit of respite because it's the end of the wave. So you're getting very close here. Well, that's never better since it's not improved. I think we skip here because we probably might need all of our health. Let's take a damage here. I want to start building up so that we've got a few factories on the board so that we can easily get. It's a bit easier for us to get to bells and baskets if we need. Alright. I'm pretty sure this should just win now because the reason this would win is because the basket itself's triggering this twice. Each of these is triggering 10 times, and then the basket itself triggers 10 times, so that's 20 triggers of 10, 20 times 10. Yeah, I don't know, it's just a lot of damage. Alright, that's the first win. Alright, so I just had to close a bunch of stuff, and so I've just skipped me closing and trying to make my computer a bit quicker. We're in another run here with green board, which is the next board. We've got Big Bad Bear, which is a very simple one. It's just the final enemy has a lot more health. Green board is probably the weakest board, at least in my view. It's not, at least it doesn't fit my playstyle. I don't really care that much for rerolling powers, but it's also matched with creativity, which is probably the strongest pack in the game. So, all right. So again, we look at economy. There's no economy, so we pick sword because it is Simply the best tempo token there. This is so good. So good with sword. We don't have to really think too much about. I know a lot of people use a lot of energy to think about how not to overkill the lizards, but I don't think it really matters that much. We don't really care for any of this. I'll use one reroll. Turtle, fantastic. Great economy token. Get that juice box early. It does really hurt our tempo though, because we have this wasted 3 and the wasted 2 now. So now we do actually have to pay attention to not overkilling the lizards. I just feel like I keep saying something and then immediately doing the opposite of what I say. I think we take fishing pole here. It potentially allows us to yeah, just multi-trigger some high level token later on. I keep wasting these beer triggers. It's probably unlikely I actually go into beer though. What's the chance that we can actually kill this guy? Nil. Alright. I'll scale my beer up a bit. So yeah, always remember that when you do want to make sure you kill something early on, remember that the high level tokens, basic tokens, do 1 damage. I think it's an easy thing to forget. This is actually going to overkill, isn't it? Silly. All really good token, all really good powers. So this is why I don't like green boards, because I really look at this and like I didn't even want to reroll. um, I think tea ceremony here is so strong. There's probably like it's probably an argument to actually nerf tea ceremony. So I'm gonna take it because I like to win. Do we have anything that exhausts? We do not. So I think an early dolphin should be pretty good for us. So one of the reasons that tea ceremony is currently busted, in my view, is this whole 50% chance to create an exact copy whenever it consumes tea. Well, when you destroy a teapot, it actually counts as consuming all of them. So it's 50% by 5. So that likely spawned you 3 or 4 um, level 3 tokens, which, you know, I don't have to tell you is just fantastic. It's a little bit weird with fishing pole, but we'll make do. We're not going to get through this spider, I don't think. And right now, so yeah, again with consumables, you kind of have to weigh up at any given point. Do you want more? I don't know how that happened. Do you want more consumables or do you want less consumables on the board? If you want less consumables on the board, you kind of need to fill the board with basic tokens so it doesn't spawn a bunch of consumables you don't want. But in my case, I actually want more tea, so I actually want to make more room. I say as I don't. I should really get this turtle stuff off the board. This is a pretty good 6. Helps to stabilize. That's just there'd be such an amount of wasted attacks to kill such a big spider. So I think we take that and then we destroy. That was unlucky. That's like no teapots. I think we just keep doing this. We just keep running it back. I keep forgetting that we. Oh, I forgot that happens. Ah, fishing pole. Yeah, maybe I'll get rid of fishing pole since it's clearly not idiot proof. Since I keep making silly mistakes with it. Alright, what are we looking for here? We're probably just looking for a good level 8 now since we've got such strong ways to get to level 8s. Again, this is a great token. Well, I just wish more people would think it's a great token so I could just see stupid plays with it, but in our case, we don't need it. I think it's great if you can barely get to one level 8 and then you need something to get a couple more, but we've already got a wine on the board and we've got this tea exploit, so we definitely don't want this. This looks kind of good, but it exhausts your teapot, so it doesn't work. This kangaroo is good. Those teas are getting consumed, and then we're going to upgrade them, and then we're going to get teapots that do like 50 damage each, and that create lots of tea to then just, yeah. It's a tea pineapple build, and this can win. If I stop, I really need to get rid of this fishing pole, because I clearly don't know how to use it. That's unlucky. Okay, we probably want to use that. Damn. Okay, another tip. This is a tip that will be useful for everyone. Tea destroys microbes. And sometimes it does that. Okay, and then my second tip is don't do that when you have tea ceremony. Alright, it turns out I'm not that good at my game. I just know a few a few good strategies that work well enough. So yeah, what happened there was tea destroys microbe, which is usually really good, but this tea ceremony can sometimes create what you destroy, and because I destroy the microbe, that can happen. Alright, give me lots of threes. I wanted more, but okay. I don't know why I didn't do that. We should start farming out the dolphin. I mean, I most likely want to just get into I most likely just want to get a bunch of kangaroos anyway, but I say I want to get rid of my four, so I stop doing silly stuff. Yeah, I mean that gives us more. Probably too much. Probably gives us too many pineapples, and now it's just gonna give us lots of tea. Like actually just lots of tea, but that's probably a good thing usually. Yeah, usually anyway. Bang, bang. So yeah, I think still like the main thing after after you learn to focus on going for economy tokens and trying to get to like level like trying to guarantee a bunch of level 8s. I think then after that it's really just playing, experimenting, learning like um strange interactions, like this tea ceremony interaction, and then kind of getting practice playing it. Because like I think I think a lot of times where I see people lose, their build was actually fine to win, but it was actually just hard to play. Because there's so many things you miss. Like I'm missing so much. Like the fact that I completely tunnel visioned on the tea and the pineapple that I forgot that parrots can create wine. And then if I get wine, well, I don't even need to mess with all this stuff anymore. I can just go ahead and create those. And if I'm creating those, I really want to try to get. What I really want now is I actually want. Misclick. I actually want my kangaroos up here. So I'm going to start destroying some stuff. And I want to try to start seeing if I can get some of these wines to be placed up there. Don't think we care about anything here. Destroy this one. I want to try to get some wine up there. It's just not happening, is it? Alright, we're gonna have to... Let's choose this to start playing around. Alright, and let's just start. You know what? We might... Okay, here's like also a trap of the game. Our strategy requires us to have enough tea on the board for our teapots to be able to multi-strike a lot. And if we keep filling our board with pineapples, it's a problem. So with 3 kangaroos, I don't think we will keep filling the board because we could just keep using up 4 pineapples and then letting the tea generate. I really actually want more tea right now. I don't even want more kangaroos. Do I want upgraded teapot? Probably. Let's see why this would harm me. So upgraded teapot just means it creates more tea. Yeah, we actually are happy. Okay, I think we're going to try to get as much pineapples as we can, and then at some point we're going to get rid of these kangaroos. Again, if our main focus is to win, we're not thinking about like going endless or anything like that, then the aim would be calculating how much pineapples we actually need, and then just getting rid of the kangaroos because we don't need the space anymore, or changing into another level 8. That was a misclick. I think I should clear most of the board. Maybe not. Maybe is something going wrong with how I think T should be working. Oh no, because I use 1 and then it attacks 2 after it. So this should attack 3 times. Yeah, which it did. There may come a world that I actually start buffing my level 1 instead, just because it's so hard to manage the board like this. How much are they? 22. Do I show up 1 on the board? I don't. If I had 1 on the board, I might transition into just buffing the shit out of some badgers with kangaroos, but I don't think 1 kangaroo is not going to get me there. So I think I'm just going to commit to this teapot strategy. What a weird reroll. Elephant would actually be good to pivot to if I had a bit more pineapple on the board. At the moment, these only do 22. I think I'd want them to do a bit more. I think we can go with this. Jeez. I just want stuff off the board. I just want space. Alright, so now, yeah, my main thing is I'm just kind of prioritizing getting enough space, knowing that if I usually have space, I can clear the board. I didn't need to pop that there, so I think the proper play would actually be not to pop it there, actually. Oh, can this kill? 33. Where did that guy get to 33 damage? I think we're good. Honestly, hockey was probably actually a good pick there. No, actually, hockey doesn't work with teapot because it doesn't have any more tea to consume. Just gonna do it because I got nothing else to do. And we keep our teapot empire going. Boop, de-doop, de-doop. There's just really no reason for us to ever play out of the queue again, I don't think. Apart from the fact that I just want to delay turns now. So we've got a big boss at the end, so we do kind of need to have a big hit. Although our build's pretty strong against the dragon's destroy effects. Because we don't really care about getting destroyed. Well, I don't know why. For a second there I considered octopus, but then I forgot that we're consuming so much tea that it would really not be good. The trophies, I guess, good. Extra damage. We can pop the trophies when we need to. Yeah. So I'm kind of going half an autopilot, but that's also a trap because this is definitely a build you can easily break. Like, get rid of all your teapots at the critical point and all of a sudden you got no damage. So you still kind of have to focus a little bit on not screwing up your own build. We're just never going to get enough. Without cricket, it's so hard to farm tennis from trophies. So now I just want to get them off the board, honestly. And probably a better way to get them off the board would just be like this. Actually, yeah, this is actually a great way to farm them now I think about it. Never mind. I'm an idiot. So, see, this is the thing. I feel like I've played so many hours and I forget about so many interactions in this game. I think this game's so easily winnable, but there's just so many interactions. I don't know. I honestly can't say if I did that intentionally or not. I just put mechanics I like in games into this game. Um, but there's so many interactions that it feels like there's always a way to kind of get what you need. And now this is too many as well. I probably want to keep 3 just because there's always a chance that T can break. Or at least 2s, because I want at least 2 instead of merging out and destroy it there. So this is just there's a lot of damage now. Bang, bang. See, I was playing on autopilot and I didn't even think about what I was doing. And that was really stupid. Now I have to hope that this kind of lands. Or is crabs just also just better anyway? Probably is. Again, I think we had enough damage because we're what 50 damage teapots. Now I'm just wasting time to try to get to the boss. Honestly, there's too many pineapples. Yeah, these pineapples are off the board. I won't take damage. Get these pineapples off the board. I really should just killed this kangaroo a while ago. Ah, never mind. Um, I need more tea. This won't kill, but it'll get me close. Oh, actually, this guy's really big. What do I have to do here to actually beat this guy? I've probably not screwed around so much before. I really just need a lot of tea, please. I don't have enough damage. I screwed around so much that I actually can't even beat this guy. Yeah, I'm not drawing enough tea. Damn. Alright, this was definitely a winnable build. I played it badly because I was screwing around too much. Turns out I did in fact need the trophies. Because they would have been doing like 400 damage each. Yeah, I threw this. Alright, well, it's still going to make it into the video anyway. I think it's good to know that it's very easy to throw a good build like I did. Because, yeah, if I kept the trophies instead of going for crabs, I don't know why I thought crabs were stronger. Trophies definitely stronger there because I can just keep destroying it, get back up to like 5 or 6. Tennis would be enough for these to be hitting for 300 each. Then it would easily kill the dragon. Alright, let's go one more. Alright, so I forgot to change boards, so I'm going to change the pink board, which is the next one. Alright, I'm getting Minimart because Minimart has a few ways that you can kind of like destroy it, copy it, recreate it, and then um get economy from it. I'll get Skull. If there's a chance we can get Destroy, it might let us do some cute things. So these are definitely flies you don't want to overkill. I don't like any of that. I'll change the trumpet. Helps us deal with the board. Demon Minimart. It's a good combo. But it can accidentally destroy tokens. And right now we're easily strong enough. So Demon Minimart, again, it's a good combo. It's a much stronger tempo combo, but a slightly weaker economy combo. Because there's chances that it might destroy other demons, and then that's just lost actions. I don't think I don't think we need it right now with what we've got. At the end of each wave, duplicate two exhausted tokens. That's economy. So is this. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna happily live with the fact that I'm never gonna kill either of those spiders. And I'm just gonna let them hit me. Because I don't really want to waste big hits on preventing that one damage. And Super Serum sucks in this little scorpion, um, scorpion spider part. Hmm. So this is good. It lets us duplicate a high level token. Sure. But we have to be smart, don't we? Do I actually want a bunch of duplicated these guys? Because snakes are coming next wave. Maybe I do want to just see if I can duplicate. Um, How do that? Okay, let's do that before we forget. And let's make sure that we get these duplicated by Surfer. Very nice. Transition to strawberries. If I had a single strawberry generator, I'd probably take Tiger here. Weightlift is good, but we don't have a really good way of consistently getting weightlifters. Now we actually want to try to see if we can at some point awake our guys here. 10 damage he does. Hey, this is getting spicy. I don't actually know. Can I even kill this? I wasted 10 damage here. We're just not going to kill that guy, like ever. So we'll bank the hit. I think this is an important thing as well. When enemies, like, for whatever reason, like through the evolution or something, just have like are able to build a really strong enemy, I think it's just not worth wasting attacks. I think making sure that you keep attacks primed to you just get the most out of your attacks is what you want to do. So killing like a oh, I'm silly. Um, I should have exhausted my level 7s. This is a pretty good 8. Is it good enough? Both good 8s. And then we've already got part of a destroy build going. Elephant's also good. Ah, this is actually getting tricky to play because I went to the exhaust for the exhaust mechanic. I think I've already done a destroy build on video. Let's go elephant. I'll probably live to regret that. Alright. Now the aim of the game is just surviving now. And then printing a bunch of printing a bunch of these guys. We probably want to try and get. I really don't want to kill this guy because he kind of sucks. Alright, so now we want to exhaust this guy. Exhaust this guy. Make sure these are the ones that get copied. So we get 2 elephants now. This is probably pretty strong, isn't it? This fountain lets us wake up our exhausted vampires. And it also triggers them, which will place some more bats. I'll place that guy there. I think this should trigger that guy. So what I really want to do now is turn these guys into vampires. Exhaust this guy, exhaust this guy. If I could get a fountain here, would be good because then they'd be able to wake each other. But I'm just gonna keep the spot here available for good old, yeah, that's the one, micro. And then this spot I can probably make for another micro. This should awake that. I'm destroying it for a bit. I'm also just creating a lot of stuff. And what would be really great is to just get some pineapples with all of my... And then what would be good after that would be for me to change level 1 tokens, I think. Nope. Nope. To be fair, that was a pretty good level 8, wasn't it? That was actually a fantastic level 8. I had tunnel visions, but that's okay. This would be good if I didn't already get the koala badge. Because I have koala badge, I'm really just looking to farm pineapples now. Am I throwing? And do I think I just start hard committing into trumpets. Be the play. Jeez. What do I need now? I really just need... I probably want to do something like this. Get those out of here. There we go. That's probably more like what I wanted. Maybe I will save those because I really want to see if I can get another level 1 token. There's no other appears that I want to use this on, is there? Silly. Oh, if I had a better level 1. This is a good level 1. Let's just take this. Bad boy. Damn. Oh, I forgot as well. You can use kiwi fruit to destroy microbes because they destroy themselves on the pier. So it's kind of a bit weird. I've got a few anti-synergies. Obviously, these demons kind of anti-synergize with my leveled up trumpet, but demon's just so good. It does at least synergize with the mini mart. And I think it's probably enough to win. It's pretty strong. Maybe what I will do is destroy this. See if I can get some more pineapples, which I did. And maybe I'll see if I get a duplicator. At this point, horses might be good since I've lost the ability to consistently get high level tokens. Although I will be able to get there if I get a single zombie. Yeah, I think I'd rather go for the zombie play. That's scary. Coffin can do it. But I don't want to coffin that, because that would... Actually, what I want to do is coffin this. Okay, let's use that on that. Okay, what do I actually need to do? I don't care for any of this, do I? I really just want a trumpet, please. Give me a trumpet. Give me a trumpet. Trumpet in my shop. Trumpet in my queue. There's one. That's fine. Let's clear all that out while I can think of doing it. Alright. I think this will work how I want it to work. And I think I also don't need you. I did need that though, actually. I do feel like I need one more space. Alright, so I got nothing from that, but maybe I want to do this. Still nothing great. I can use these to just... Actually, no, I can't. So I'll do that. That's what I wanted. Okay, I'm getting a bit too much now. What I kind of want to use is kiwi fruits out on a, this. This is pretty good now. More on this. To be fair. More on this. So again, to kind of explain what's happening here, I'm using the elephant's improvement of 4 to make these pineapples improve by 17 to everything. I'm using the zombies, destroying the zombies so that they trigger the koala badge to 1 in 5 times get me the pineapple. I'm not using Surfer at the moment, but I did use Surfer to cheat out a bunch of tokens, a bunch of these level 8 tokens. Peacock's good. It lets you quadruple the pineapples. If they're in the right spot. Um, but I don't think I need to mess with that right now. Give me more. Oh, actually, let's stuff that. Yeah, this should destroy that. Give me more pineapples. I should probably be buffing this actually. More pineapples. Whoa, why did they say so? Yeah, that's pretty strong, isn't it? Alright, so I think this should be an easy win, which means that this should have been an easy gold for Evil if I didn't fumble that last game. I'll just get that off the board. I think the biggest thing I kind of tried to showcase, or kind of showcase um, in this game is, yeah, border management is honestly key. Don't be afraid to get rid of the high level tokens if they're serving no purpose, or if it's just more valuable to have the space. So in that case, managing how many elephants I actually cared about having, versus how many would actually be detrimental to my build was important. And now, I don't really need to do anything, do I? Except for kill these guys. And then kill this guy. Eventually. Eventually. Alright. 2 wins on the Evil, 1 loss, 1 fumble really. But yeah, I'll probably come back again because I kind of do want to get a gold on Evil. And I'll probably do some more videos with the enemy update as well because, I mean, at the moment I've been testing the new enemies and they're pretty tricky. I might need to nerf some of them. So, oh, that's all for now.